So this is 11?
Episode 11.
Episode 11, baby, of Looking Back.
Looking back.
Part
Welcome
of the
back,
lbitt
guys.
show, gentlemen.
Welcome back. We got Kevin 11 for episode 11. Let's
Yes,
get it.
sir. Fucking good. Yeah, dude. So this is the 11th one. We've come away.
I know, right?
I'm not as shy, and surprisingly, like with the cameras and everything, like I'm not freaking the fuck out. 'Cause, like before, dude, I was like fucking sweating bullets.
Yeah.
Because for the first one I ever tried to record video, it was with Joey. And I had like a little different setup. We were both on this side of the table. And I just had one camera looking here. But it was dude. So I was like, yeah, I'm not having that. I'm not having none of that, baby. So, but yeah, dude, like we've come away. We got friends, you know, that I haven't talked to in a minute. You too. Like,
I know. Down the road, it's been a minute. It's been, if anything, a few years, but yeah.
I haven't talked to you like genuinely talked to you since high school. But I saw you at Denny's, right? Like at the bank. Like, that was after high
you
school.
might have seen me at the bank, yeah, probably. But
yeah, we were like at Denny's. I don't know if it was Daniel or who the fuck it was. But
yeah.
I just saw like your walk, your Kevin walk. I'm like, fuck, is that Kevin?
It's me.
You have a very distinct walk, dude.
I appreciate that. I feel like I don't know, like maybe you've talked to everybody else because you guys all play like video games, right?
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
So you guys are all like on the mics right there, because I know Michael talks to like all of the homies right there, but like I've never really been a gamer, so yeah.
Fuck you. I remember we played like a couple of times, right? Like with Ponce and
yeah, probably a couple of times I hopped on, but bro, like I'm
you're
so trash at those games.
You're not a big gamer.
Black Ops, like like all of that. I remember my neighbor would invite me over. I'd be like, nah, this just isn't for me.
Like, yeah, because for me personally, when I started playing, it was just like the Xbox.
Yeah. And
like Smash on the Nintendo 64, like it wasn't online.
Yeah.
And it was like pretty deep. I think it was like 2008 when I actually found out like about Call of Duty.
Oh shit.
And so I started playing that, but I didn't have a console to play it. I only had the original Xbox.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, like I want to play this shit, and I looked it up and I saw that it was out for the Wii. Damn. And the Wii was the weakest console.
The Wii.
So I got the Wii and I bought the game, and it looked, bad. I was like, what the fuck is this? But I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna make it do. Yeah. And then that's like when I started my little YouTube channel for that. Dude, I had 2,000 subscribers for that. Like honestly, like swear, I had 2,000.
How old were you?
I was like 9.
Damn.
I was like 10 or some shit. But like, cause no one was making videos for the Wii on like Call of Duty on the Wii, So like, I don't know. It was shitty too. Like it wasn't good gameplay. I wasn't good at the game or anything, but.
Yeah.
I got 2,000 subscribers, but then I got in middle school, and I came here actually. I came to because I was in Mount Gleason, and like I was gonna go to Verdugo, like in Sunland.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I moved here for middle school, and then I was like, fuck, I don't want any of these guys knowing about, because I saw that cringe, and I was like, oh, look at this kid.
Nah, that's
and so like I deleted the channel, dude.
Oh,
and now I have nothing. I have like one video that I put like on a Wii community channel. But it's fucking garbage, dude. It's trash. My username was CODFan557.
Sheesh.
I was like, I was in there, dude. I could have been one of the big boys for the Wii community.
Dude, this guy's a pioneer over here. Black
Yes,
Ops on the Wii. And how many thousands of followers on YouTube?
I got Modern Warfare 3 too when it came out.
Damn, I've never even heard of that.
I was playing that shit on the Wii, dude.
Damn.
I was nutty. I had my first girlfriend on there. She was
like, hey, what were you guys doing at 9 years old?
Exactly. What were you guys doing? I was dating a fucking 12-year-old.
Look at this guy.
When I was 9. Let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
I was just fucking around as a kid. She was like going along with it.
Yeah, but the Wii, I don't know. I like the Wii. That's the one console that I did have. Like,
yeah.
But what I would play on there was like Super Mario Galaxy, like Mario Kart,
shit, yeah?
all of those. Like I was really into that, but yeah.
Those are like pretty like good games for the Wii, because when someone's like very casual about games, when they have the Wii, they probably just play like Just Dance or like Wii Sports.
Yeah, Wii Sports.
But Galaxy, dude, that's like a pretty cool game.
Yeah, Galaxy, I was super into that. Mario Kart, I was a beast.
And then, I don't know if anyone can really be beast on Mario Kart, dude. I feel like it's all luck.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like, I had the whole wheel thing.
The little attachment for the Wii controller. Yeah, those are sick.
I was like sick, but yeah. But yeah, other than that, I just moved on to like PS3. But I'm saying, I didn't play those games. It was just like a Mortal Kombat.
What was your gamer tag for that shit? Cause I don't remember.
Okay, so I used to do kickboxing, so now I remember.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, this was like around 11, so I think I made it like KAM, so Kevin Alexander Morales, and then it was like MTA, so for the kickboxing place I used to go to, Muay Thai Academy. So that was my gamer tag. I think it was like Cam MTA 31 or something. Yeah.
Like it's like fun to look back at it. My first gamer tag, dude, was Mexley's XVs. I don't know if you remember that shit.
Damn.
And the reason I called it that was because I was learning about clans. So like on the Wii, like they're like, oh, join my clan. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? So then like they're like, oh, it's the brackets, and you know how there was a Mex clan.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in it, and I thought when you made your gamer tag, you're supposed to put your clan in there. I didn't know you only did that like in the actual game. So I put Mex, and I was like, okay, I'm in Mex clan. What's another name I should put? And so I was like, fuck, I'm going to put Luis X Ruiz, to make it look nice.
Nice.
I was like, I'm not going to put Machuca because fuck dad or some shit,
Yeah.
And so, like, I put the Ruiz, and, like, it's been a legendary name ever since.
Yeah, that's sick. That's funny right there.
Yeah, dude. I was like, fuck. It's crazy, though, because I think when I got the PS3, I think it was, like, a year before the PS4 was actually about to come out.
Yeah.
Because I got it pretty late.
Uh-huh.
And I think because... So I moved here, to the valley.
The valley.
And it was pretty hard to like make friends like at Bird, because I was
fuck Bird.
you did go to Bird, right?
Yeah, I went to Bird. That's when I met you.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, now I remember. It's because I keep confusing the freshman center with fucking Bird, dude.
Same
like,
shit.
Yeah, it's the same shit, dude.
Honestly.
But because I don't remember exactly what year I met you.
Honestly, me either, but I just know that I remember seeing you around school a lot. Like you're like, I mean, you're easy to identify.
You can't really miss me.
No, and I swear, like there was one time after PE, like you know how like they like round us all up like right before the bell rings, and we all gotta like leave, and people freaking book it. Yeah. So we're all there, and I don't know who I was with, but I was talking to someone. And I saw you all the way in the back. I'm like, dude, this kid keeps staring at me. Like, I was like, this kid has a staring problem of some kind or what. But I feel like after that, like, I feel like the months following, that's like when I met you. Maybe 8th grade, like we had a theater together, I think.
Oh fuck, we did, right?
Yeah,
shit, that was actually really fucking. That was really fun. Actually.
Yeah, that was fun. Yeah.
It was with Chris
Andrade,
Shayla, and David, right?
David Cisneros. Yeah, bro, fuck, that was funny.
I became stage manager too.
Oh yeah,
and I was a fucking beast at it. I was pretty good, for a fucking 8th grader. I was
13-year-old.
Dude, I was actually doing shit pretty good. I remember for rehearsal. Would you stay for the rehearsal, or you weren't like in the after school one? Were you?
I stayed for the rehearsal. She had me. Dude, she always wanted me to be a main character. She had me be like Charlie Brown, and and I think she wanted me to be like a main character for Grease, but I think I was just like one of those side characters. Yeah. So, like, this is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah,
like,
Grease is a little more open, they're a little more pop.
Yeah, I was like,
I think I did end up like quitting, but it was after Grease. I remember I wanted to quit, and I was gonna tell her, and then she was like, "Oh, we have our next production. It's gonna be Grease," and I was like. But it really wasn't that bad because all I really had to do was like stop and play the music at rehearsals as the stage manager.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
So we were just fucking around by the big ass fucking stereo system, right? Just fucking talking, and then she would get mad because we'd fuck around and play too much. But that was really. Do you remember? In middle school and part of high school, I was like very clumsy and I kept falling and shit.
Yeah, you would fall a lot.
I don't know why, dude. Like I just remember we were like going down the stairs from the auditorium of the drama class, and I just fucking missed a step or some shit.
No
I
way.
don't know, and I just fell like in front of Chris, Shayla, David, the whole class, and then they're like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I don't even know." I was so confused. Dude. I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And I was concerned for myself, but I was embarrassed too because they were all fucking clowning on me and shit.
No, yeah, I remember. I think you mentioned with Jeebus once that you fell in PE. When you fell in the dirt, I'm like, damn,
I fell in the mud, dude.
You're like covered in mud.
I was. I remember that so like clearly, dude. I was like pumping myself, like, oh, dude, you're gonna have to run. You're gonna be tired. You're gonna be out of breath. Fuck it, let's get it done. And like, I take 2 steps, and I'm covered in mud for the rest of the fucking day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think I went home though. I'm pretty sure I went home. Because I just didn't want to be there. And I was like, Mom, I fell. I was like, I'm fucking crying and shit. I was like, I'm not going to deal with this shit.
I want to go home too, for real.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't remember if this was in 8th grade, but do you remember when I got in a fight in the PE locker room?
In the PE locker room?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember, but...
It was weird. I don't know if I'm remembering correctly or if I'm like... I don't remember that much, honestly. But I just remember I was playing with like this kid. I think his name was Edgar. I think I don't even remember his name. Not the tiger, not the baby. I swear,
you don't want to fuck with him.
I swear. Yeah, so I was kind of fucking around with him. I think we were just throwing like an empty bottle at each other the whole day. And I was like, oh, this is a fun game. And like he threw it. It was the end of PE, and he threw it at me, and I threw it back. And I started changing. All of a sudden, he started swinging at me.
Oh shit!
And I was like, what the fuck? And I was scared, and I was like, I think I'm in a fight, guys. I didn't know. So he was smaller, dude. You know, he was a short dude. So I was able to like put him in a headlock, kind of. And I remember I took him to the you know how the coach office was like right next to it.
Yeah.
It was like the long way. So I remember I like had him in a headlock, and I walked up to the wall, and I was like just pointing at him. And they're like, what the fuck? And like they go around, and I meet them at the door, and I was like, hey, this kid is trying to punch me. And they're like, what the fuck? And so like they take him, you know, away, and like they start talking to him or some shit. I don't really remember. I just remember being kind of embarrassed.
This kid chose violence.
Dude, I think I was new actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was 6th grade then. I think I was new, and you know, I didn't want to like feel.
So you transferred to Bird, or
I transferred to Bird
like in the middle of the year.
I went to Mount Gleason for like 3 months, maybe 4, and then I came to Bird. It was, I remember, dude. Like I don't know if you have like the yearbooks for all the years, but for the 6th grade one, like I had a different background from everyone else because they just took it, and like I was all fucked up, dude. I was ugly as I don't even remember how fucking gross I was back in middle school, dude.
Nah, dude, we were all gross.
I was a gross kid.
I tell my mom all the time, I'm like, why did you let me be like that?
I was a pretty gross kid, dude. Like, I was all fucking chafa and shit. Like, I don't know if you remember, I had like a monocle too. Like, my glasses broke, so I only had the lens. And I had it like in a little cassette case.
Oh my god.
Where like, you know, with the smallest cassette. So I had it in there in my backpack, and you could always hear it like fucking going all over. You know, when I was walking. So every time I had to read something on the board, I just pick it up and like look through it. And it was, I don't even think it was because we couldn't get another one because we had insurance. So I was able to get like 2 a year. I think I was just like too fucking lazy.
Like, I was like, I'm gonna go with the struggle.
Yeah, dude. I was like, I'm gonna make myself look like I'm suffering or some shit.
Yeah, middle school, I don't know. I didn't like it. The first year, I feel like I was like lonely, but that's when I met like what are their names? Emilio. That was like one of my first friends.
Emilio? You met
Emilio.
You
like
close with Emilio?
Dude, I was close with Emilio before he got close with you guys. I feel
fuck.
Like me and him like had all our classes together in 6th grade.
I did not know that.
Yeah, dude.
Talk shit about him.
Dude, I got in a fight like talking to him, like, well, not with him, but do you remember Axel from Bird?
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, so like this was 6th grade, and like I think the way they arrange classes is like you have like 3 periods with the same like teacher. So
for 6th grade, I think it's split into 2. So you have one teacher, she would teach like math, science, and like history or like geography or some shit.
Yeah. And
the other one would teach like
exactly
like English, like the
other
and all
subjects,
that stuff, history.
So it was like passing period like 2 to 3, and like we have like 5 minutes, however much they gave us, and like we had a seating chart obviously. So I go to sit to Emilio, and like I want to talk to him, and we're just talking, and like passing period's almost over, and Axel comes, and he also had transferred, like he was a new kid, like probably like a few weeks before.
But Axel was like a bold kid.
No, he was bold. Like this is what got me mad that day. Like I remember his first day, he was crying, and he sat like I'm like, sit next to me. I'm like, it's cool, bro. Yeah. Like you're gonna make it through the day. It's all good. So I thought we were cool.
Yeah, you thought you made friends with the quiet kid.
Yeah. So I was talking to Emilio, and then this guy comes, and like we have 1 minute left before like passing period ends, and he's like, get out of my seat. and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm just gonna finish talking to Emilio and I'll get out of your seat. He's like, nah, get out of my seat. I'm like, all right, bro, chill. And I'm like, I keep on talking to Emilio, and then he pushes me off the seat, and I'm like, what the hell, bro? I was like, what's wrong with you? And I get up, I'm like, what's up, bro? And he pushes me again, and that's when I was like, oh, hell no. He was wearing, like, you know, we all wear hoodies and ever. I, like, got the strings from his hoodie.
Let's go bodies and breath right now.
Body shots right now. No, yeah.
Fuck.
I scrunched, like, his hoodie closed so that his face was, like, closed since he was wearing it, and he couldn't see it, and, yeah, I was just going body shots, and that's, like, when I was doing kickboxing already,
God
so I was just,
damn.
like, nah, but, yeah,
Jeez,
and then, like, my
fuck.
teacher was like, what the hell are you doing? And I'm like, oh, man.
God damn it.
I went to the dean after that, but, yeah, that was one of, like, 3 fights I had.
I got in a fight, too, with Rafa. I don't know if you remember.
Which
Rafael? He was kind of chunky back then.
I think I probably know.
I don't know if you were there, but he was like, fat boy gotta eat. And he thought he got a burger, but he opened it was a turkey burger, and he was like, I don't mean to cut you out. My bad, Rafa, if you're listening to this. But yeah, dude, that's so I got in a fight with him. So I think he was like one of the first friends I made in Bird.
Yeah.
Like, we got close to the point where we went to go see, like, The Dark Knight Rises together with his mom. We didn't end up watching it. We went to Chuck E. Cheese instead because, you know, like the shooting in the theater.
Oh, true.
We were still kind of spooked about it. So, like, yeah, we're just going to go to Chuck E. Cheese. And we had a fucking blast. But, yeah, I don't remember what was happening, but there was, like, some kind of drama. And it was, like, during a passing period, too. I think, I don't remember what it was. Like, I genuinely don't. But I just remember, like, kind of, like, hitting each other. And we're like, okay, that's it. Stop. And we both agree, like, okay, like,
enough.
we're both not strong enough for this. Let's just leave this right here. I think, and then so, like, we go into the class, and I think it was like near the end of school, and so I think he was like running around the class like with someone. I don't remember specifically, and I like got up like out of my seat, so I like pushed the chair back. But I didn't realize, like, he was right behind me, so he tripped on it and fell. But he fell hard, dude. Like, it was bad. I got scared. And I think he stayed down for a bit, and when he got up, like, he saw me, and he probably thought, you know, that I was doing it, you know, to fight again or some shit.
Yeah.
And he started coming at me, dude, and I was so fucking scared. I was like, Miss Spellman, Miss Spellman. Like, I was still like, you know, this fucking little new fat kid, you know. Like, I thought I lost my only friend at the time or some shit. And he was like, going, I was like, no. Wait. I think they got there in time. I'm not sure. Maybe he hit me a couple of times, but fuck, dude, that shit was a trip.
That reminds me, bro. I don't know if you remember, but, like, I feel bad to this day, and I'm sorry.
What you do? What did you do, bitch?
Well, we had theater, which we just talked about earlier.
Yeah.
And I think David Cisnero had, like, I think it was Altoids in his backpack. And he only had, like, 4, bro. And, like, I got to
him. Dude. You're an asshole.
Yeah, see, I'm sorry.
I remember. You're a fucking dick, dude. I told you I didn't have it.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. If I ate those Altoids, if I put them in your bag, but he got mad. Like, David Cisneros was like, what happened to my fucking Altoids? And I was like, bro, trust. Like, David was pretty big. He was like 5'8".
I know.
Like,
we were all scared of David at the time.
Like,
we were all scared of David.
So I was like, bro, it wasn't me. Trust, it was Louis. It was Louis.
At that point, I wasn't even playing. I was just like, David, don't hurt me. It wasn't me. I swear to God. And David, he was like so mad. He like comes up to, he fucking cocked his arm all the way back.
Yeah.
And just fucking went for the strongest punch I've ever felt in a while, dude.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I don't think my nose started bleeding, right?
Did it? Yeah. I watched it happen, dude. I felt so bad.
I was like
and I wasn't about to admit that it was me. I'm like, look what happened to Louis.
And I was like, Kevin, like, he hit me. Are you gonna say something? And you're like, it wasn't me. I was like, fuck, I forgot about that, dude. Holy shit.
To this day, I think about it. I'm like, dude,
You're
I feel so bad.
I think I was just, you know, like, hurt at the time, and I was like, but the next day I was like,
Nah, that was on me. That was a pussy move. I should have admitted to it. I saw what he did to you.
They were just Altoids, right?
Yeah, I think they were just Altoids, but
did you like take him out of his bag or something? I don't remember what you.
They were in his bag, and I probably like finished them or I took them out, and like he was just freaking out over that.
Yeah, I remember. I wanted to cry.
Yeah, dude.
But I didn't want to because Shayla was there.
Yeah.
And you can't cry in front of a girl.
Yeah.
And I remember Chris. He was just like so supportive. He's like, "It's okay, Louis." He's like, "Okay." Yeah. He was like all closer. He's like, "It's okay, Louis. Don't worry about it." And I was like trying so hard not to cry. I don't think I cried. I'm pretty sure I didn't cry.
I don't think you did, but I felt horrible.
Yeah,
bro.
I just remember my nose started bleeding.
Yeah.
And I think Day was like, "Your nose is bleeding, pussy," or some shit. But then later he's like, I think you told him, or didn't you? Because I remember he apologized.
I ended up telling him, yeah. Like, once I made sure that he was gonna kick my ass, I was like, hey, I gotta be real with it. Louis didn't deserve that.
And I kept telling you guys, I was like, don't fuck.
You told him.
Because I was telling you guys, because I was scared of David. I was genuinely scared of him. And I was like, guys, stop playing with his Altoids. Like, I don't, just stop, leave it alone. Yeah. And you're like, oh. It's like something happened. Like I don't remember exactly what happened, but you're like, oh fuck, you went beyond the point with no return.
Yeah.
So you're like, it was Louis, and I was like,
yeah, that was just middle school me, bro.
I think
I was off the shit.
You probably thought since like we were closer, he wouldn't do anything to me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not the case with that.
They'd be like, all right.
That's the point to shit out of me.
Yeah. No point in that. I think he was gonna freaking harm you.
It was a trip, dude. Because I didn't think so either. I think I remembered I was joking around too for a bit, but then like I saw him getting serious. I was like, oh shit, David, it wasn't me.
I'll buy you more Altoids.
Because they were just Altoids, man. Like, it was almost empty. Because I think he was sharing with like people. I think he didn't want me to have one or something. I think he gave some to like Chris, you, and Shayla or some shit. Yeah, something like that. And he's like, no, Lou, you can't have some. And I was like, oh, you asked one. I think you got it and like gave me one or some shit.
Yeah, all messed up.
You're like trying to be nice or something, but it just got bad. Yeah. Nah, but honestly, I kind of forgot about that, honestly. But I was never like fuck you, I'm getting back, crying.
Just know I'm forever sorry, and I owe you for that one.
Yeah, you owe me for that one. Yeah. I'm gonna make sure to call him that favor. Remember the fucking Altoids? 20 years from now. 20 years. I'm no. Fucking serious trouble, and I just go up to you, Kevin, Altoids. Get your ass
I'm like, all right. Fuck, all right. You got a point.
I don't remember if you. It was the end of 8th grade, and we were walking. You know how we were walking like down. You know how it's like a big fucking parking loop they do. Yeah. And so you walk down to school. I remember we were walking down there. I don't remember how we started talking about it, but we started talking about girlfriends.
Oh my god!
And then, like at the time, that you're like starting, like to get your style, starting to get your swagger and shit. And so we're just walking, and I was like, "Fuck!" Dude. I was like, "Can't wait to get a girlfriend." And you're like, "Yeah, me too, man." And then you turn around and look at me, and you're like, "I'm gonna have a girlfriend by the end of summer." And I was like, "No, you're not, Kevin. No, you're not." He's like, "Yes, I am. Yeah. I'm gonna have a girlfriend by the end of summer. If I don't, I owe you $10."
Yeah.
My man, you still owe me $10.
No way.
You still owe me $10. It was you joined football, right? I think.
Yeah, I joined
So you joined football, and that's where you were like confident. You're like, yeah, I'm having a girlfriend.
It was probably that. This was 8th grade for sure. I know exactly what you're talking about. This was probably like spring semester, 8th grade, and we both didn't have girlfriends, and like I never asked anybody out, but I was like, oh, it'd be nice, Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Why not? Like I felt confident. So when we talked about that, I'm like, I think it was spring break was gonna come up. I'm like, I bet by the time we come back from spring break, I'll have a girlfriend. And you're like, no, you won't. You were so like, no, you won't.
No, you're not. Man.
So I was like, what the hell, dude? I'm like, I bet you. Yeah. So like that bet went on, and like spring break goes by fast. I'm like, dude. What the hell? Like, I have to get a girlfriend?
I didn't get someone quick.
I'm like, dude, I'm like, do I go low? Do I go desperate for like someone who I know will say yes? Like,
you're a
some random person in class. I was like, no, and like there's some girl that I went to elementary with, and like she was magnet, and I don't know, I was just like kick back in the day, kick chat. So I was just talking to her, and I don't know, I think I like right before we came back, I was like, oh, like, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she's like, no. Oh, oh my god, bro. I was like, and I kind of worked my way up into that like 3 days. Like, I was like, there's no way she's gonna say no. Like, this is gonna work out. I'm not gonna owe Louis money. Like, I'm gonna impress this guy. Like,
oh shit, Kevin.
No, but yeah, like when I came back to school, I remember you're like, you don't have a girlfriend? I was like, no. And Jeebus made fun of me. I was like, that.
I think I wanted to say like, oh, give him my $10 or some shit. Yeah. But I was like, oh nah, he's sad enough at the moment.
Yeah, I was sad enough, and fucking middle school, we don't have jobs. I was all broke. Just my student store money.
Oh fuck, dude, the student store. You're like, let me borrow $1. Nah, fucking broke ass.
Yeah, I remember that, but. Damn, my confidence had never been shaken to that point, dude. Like where I was like, dude, really? Like I thought this would be so easy, and like it was like a rejection the first time. I was like, all right, whatever.
yeah, dude. Like fuck, dude, I remember like in middle school, I was I was really into this girl. I kind of forgot her name, but she was she was really cute, and I was like, oh, like. I'm ugly though.
Let's go, boys.
Ugly. I was like, fuck. At the time, I was close to Monica and Tanya. I don't know if you remember them.
Yeah, I remember Tanya.
Yeah, like the Tanya. Back then, they were like really best friends with Monica. Mm-hmm. And there was this third girl, I think Kiara or some shit, that like kind of ruined it. I don't really remember. But yeah, so I was close to them, and they were friends with her.
Yeah.
And I was like, ladies. Listen to this. What do you think of this? And I was like, fuck, I think I'm asking her to be my Valentine. Nice. And they're like, oh, they're all being awesome. Like, yeah, you should totally ask her. And I was like, I don't want to ask her. I was like, I'm scared of the fuck. And I think one of them was like, oh, what would you do if this person asked you to be their Valentine? And she was like, I don't remember what she said, but I think they're like, just try, maybe.
Why not?
Why not? So I ended up asking her to be my Valentine's, and she was like, yeah. And I was fucked, dude. Like, I think that was like the first time I showered in middle school. But like, yeah, dude, I was like really. I was like, I think my mom gave me like $15 or some shit.
Sheesh.
I got some chocolates. I think I got her like one of those bears, they would sell like at the corner,
the gas station.
Yeah, at the gas station and shit. I think I got one of those.
Nice.
And I took it, and so I had my last period with her. And I gave it to her in lunch, and it was awkward as fuck because I had no game. I was like, oh, here you go. She's like, oh, thanks, and she was just kind of just standing there.
Yeah.
And I just like walked away or some shit, and then like all the boys in the just fucking with you and shit.
I remember that. I remember you asked someone to be your Valentine, and it happened. I was like, I'm proud of you, Louis.
I was like, yes, let's fucking go. And so. The last period, it finished. It was I forgot his name, but it was history class, and so she was in the back. She was like getting ready, to like leave and shit, and I was like, fuck, like, am I gonna do it? So all of a sudden I was like, I think I'm gonna ask her out, because she said yes to be my man, she would be my girlfriend, and so I was like. Fuck, even now thinking back, like I remember how I felt, and like I probably still feel like that, because I'm nervous as fuck. So I was like, fuck, I think I'm gonna ask her. So I went up to her desk and like I put my hands like this, and I was like, I forgot her name, but I said her name. I was like, oh, like would you like to be my girlfriend? And I was fucking sweating bullets the whole time, me, sweating as fuck. And she's like, look at me. She's like, oh, I was like, I can't date anyone right now. She's like, I'm not allowed to. I'm like, okay.
And
I just walked out, dude, and honestly, like. I don't want to say I didn't care. Like, obviously I cared. Obviously I was sad.
Yeah.
But I was more relieved that I wasn't in that situation anymore. I was like, oof, I'm out of it. I said what I had to say. Like, fuck. I was so relieved, dude. And then I think like a week later she was like dating someone else.
I was going to say, at least you didn't say no to you. At least you said I can't date someone.
Yeah, but, at least she was just trying to be nice about it, even though she doesn't have to. I don't know, dude. Like, at that point, honestly, I just wanted to date someone because everyone else was doing it. I remember when Jeebus got his girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, I need to get someone.
Yeah.
I would date someone. I remember there's this girl. She was like, I think she was like flirting with Rafa, I think.
Uh-huh.
And she had like red hair or some shit. And she's like, yeah, she's a chubby chaser or some shit. I don't really remember her name, and I don't mean any disrespect or anything, but I remember she started talking to me, and I was like, yes.
You're like, hell yeah.
I was like, yes, like, oh, this is gonna go somewhere, baby. I'm gonna hold her hand or some shit. But I don't remember going anywhere.
Yeah, bro.
I just remember like everyone like yeah, she's a chubby chaser. I'm like, oh.
Say less.
Say less. Shit.
Come my way.
You already know what I gotta do.
Damn, bro. I don't think I ever had a Valentine like
never
from like elementary through high school. Yeah, I don't think ever. Cause like, I mean, in high school I probably had like 2 girlfriends, but.
Oh fuck! I didn't even know you had girlfriends in high school.
Nah, it's because these were like super short. Like the first one was like probably like 4 months, and that was right before Valentine. I think I broke up with her because I didn't want to get her anything for Valentine. Yeah, dude. Like this was like I remember
broke ass.
It was right around Joey's birthday because he invited me to his house for the Super Bowl. This was like 10th grade.
That's when I went.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was sick. He invited us over, but yeah, I broke up with her. I think I didn't want to get her anything for Valentine's Day. I was like, oh, you know what? Sorry. It's just not going to work out. I don't have any more interest in you.
I don't have any more money. I can't keep you having any more cheese.
Yeah. And then the other girl, like, I mean, we probably dated for like 6 months, but this was like probably from like summer going into junior year all the way up until like winter break. That's when like I ended it. So we never got to Valentine's Day. So I never had a Valentine.
Are you with someone right now?
Yeah, I have a girlfriend right now. Yeah, I met her like right after we graduated, so it's been like almost 3 years.
Yeah. You went over the limit. No, that's cool. Though. Limit, you still owe me $10 though, because you said spring break. You said that spring break. So
no.
You still lost that shit.
I do have to keep true to my bet. I failed that first time. I haven't failed ever since. Though,
I remember I was like, fuck. Like if he gets his girlfriend, like I'm gonna have to get someone.
It was just that pressure going around in middle school, bro.
Like, I just wanted to date someone, dude. Honestly, like I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I remember. I didn't try too many times. I think the most other embarrassing one, where it was like I told her I was like, oh, like I like you and shit. And like the next day, I think like I sent her a text on Instagram. I was like, "Oh, what's up, beautiful?" What's up, beautiful? And I was like, "Oh, fuck. I'm so sorry. You know you are. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking."
Excuse me
for my inability to talk to her.
Bro, I'm shy too though when it comes to like to this day. Like I'm still like I don't know what it is like. Like my first girlfriend, like we dated, and it probably took a month for us to have like our first kiss. Like, like I was just nervous for everything, bro.
I'm still
like,
waiting on that one.
Like, bro, you know I hated Joey in middle school.
You hated him?
Yeah, so I probably
You're a bitch.
I thought that guy was like the worst kid in freaking Sun Valley.
Why?
No, not even like that. It's just Joey, he's blunt. Like he's just. I feel like he's even more blunt. Well, he was more blunt than he is right now.
Yeah.
But I remember like we were all gonna play football, and Jeebus told me he wanted to play quarterback, and Jeebus was a homie, so I was like, oh, this guy's gonna be our quarterback, and they're like, nah, Joey is. I'm like, who's Joey?
Who's
Joey? They're like, oh, he's like dating Yolanda. I'm like, oh, this kid's in like, I think I had him for a
fuck
class.
This guy.
Yeah, I'm like, fuck this guy. I don't know, bro. Like I feel like he was just like a rude person, like especially like freshman year, like when we would practice in the summer, like. He obviously was gonna be a captain because he was a quarterback, but he was just like he's blunt, like he'll tell you straight up. So I didn't like him, and he didn't know I didn't like him until like 9th grade. Like I remember I went to the bathroom.
I don't like you.
Yeah. I went to like we're on the same team. I don't like you. No, but I went to the bathroom in the freshman center, and I was like taking a piss and shit. And Joey walks in, he's like, Kevin. He's like, what's up, Kevin? And I'm like, oh my god, like I don't fuck with you, bro. And I was like, oh, what's up?
Body shots right now, bro.
But yeah, I was like, oh, bro, I'm gonna head out. And like, yeah, I finished my business and I just walked out. But yeah, it wasn't until like 10th grade. I think second day of 10th grade they put me in AP capstone. I was like, oh, I'm not ready for an AP. And Joey's like, Kevin, like come sit next to me. I'm like, oh my god, not again. And then, like, bro, after that we just became so close. So, like we just built the friendship that we have.
Yeah, I think you because you were like on his competitive side. Or you were like just looking how he is like in football and shit.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember too much about how he was. Because with me he was always like he would always like say something. He was like, I'm sorry, beautiful, and like fucking snap ass or some shit.
No, yeah.
But yeah, dude, Joey's sick as fuck. I think I remember I didn't really. I don't know. Like I always just thought he was like, cause like Chris too. they're just very outgoing. Like when you're friends, you're friends. Like he'll say shit to you no matter what. Like even if it hurts your feelings.
Yeah, straight up.
It's for like the best of you or some shit.
Yeah, straight up. But I don't know. I just wasn't. I didn't like that guy in the beginning, but after I felt like now I feel bad. I'm like, dude, he's like super genuine person, like really he cares. Is. Like now I know, like when he yelled at me like at practice or whatever, it was just like for the better for me, for him, and for the team, In
football, you were like DN, right?
Yeah, I was DN. I wanted to be a linebacker, but
you're too short.
I was too short.
Yeah, no, they had pretty big dudes for linebacker, dude.
The 10th graders when we were freshmen were huge. I was like, when am I gonna get that big?
Shit. Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I wanted to be a linebacker, but the thing is, I'm not that fast. Never have been. So we're all like chubby in middle school. So even though I was short, I'm gonna be a lineman.
Lineman was pretty sick, dude. I don't know. It's its own little trenches. Yeah, it's its own little battle. Like I remember, I wanted to. I don't know. I didn't know football at all, dude. Yeah. Like when I first started playing, so I was like, I just knew I wanted to like score, and then I saw the people, the fucking wide receivers and the running backs. So I was like, nah. It's because I always knew like fat people could play football. They're good for that, but I didn't know
what position they're doing.
Yeah, so I was like, oh fuck, I always had to go against like big guys. Not even that they were fat; they were just fucking built.
Yeah, they're built, man.
And I was like, oh shit, I don't know if I can do this right now.
Yeah, bro. I was so like, I literally told my coworker about that yesterday. He plays rugby. He's like 6'2", and I'm like, dude, the reason I was scared to play football my freshman year was because of some kid named Rugby, and he played rugby.
Alex,
that guy was not scared to hit, bro. Like
he was the first person that ever tackled me with pads on.
Yeah, bro.
I felt like I was flying, dude.
Yeah,
I was like
caught air.
I was in the air for like a solid 2 seconds, dude.
Yeah.
This ain't that bad,
This ain't that bad. Got it over.
It really hurt, but it was like, fuck, dude. I think if I stayed I wish I stayed in football, dude. I wish I wasn't such a bitch and quit football.
Nah, dude, I remember having you at practice. It was a freaking honor.
Dude, I don't know if you were there that one time too, where like they were practicing on defense and we kept fucking up offense.
Yeah.
They got really mad at them and they made them like run and shit.
That was my favorite thing, because I was defense, so I love to mess up offense.
I know they're at near the end, like just before I quit, they were putting me in offense too. They were just like fucking. I don't remember exactly what it was, but because I wasn't always doing center, because they had I think it was offensive tackle or some shit.
Yeah,
and I think that was really fun when it wasn't a blitz.
Oh yeah.
I hated blitz, dude.
Yeah.
Like I hate offense. It's so scary, dude. Like what the fuck
Everybody's rushing at you.
I'm like, I was so scared, dude. I really was, cause like in offense, it's just like, oh, they're in my way. Just get through them.
Yeah.
But for offense, when the ball is snapped and I see like 3 dudes coming at me, and I was like. Back the fuck up, bitch. What do you want me to do?
You're backing into Joey like
I know, dude. Yes, dude. I kept doing that a lot. Joey got mad at me. I was like, oh.
Nah, props to you guys.
I kept backing up, so he'd have to go into the left, the fucking quarterback box, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But it was scary, dude. Like, I hated offense just because of it. And then the thing is, too, like, in practice, when I first practiced in offense, it was just like practice, everyone was tired. It was at the end of the day, so they weren't pushing. You know how like sometimes the lineman would agree to like just march your feet, just pretend you're pushing each other and shit when we were too tired. And so I knew that as the offense, so someone would come at me and, I was just holding them basically when we were just, chopping our feet, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah. And
so the next time I was in offense, it was like the beginning of the day, they were working on defense. So they were trying all these blitz and shit. Mm-hmm. And so they called the first hike and, I was like, oh, yeah, I just need to hold them. We're just gonna hold them. But then they come at me doing fucking push up my pads, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I saw 2 more people come, and they like stopped the play because they got there. And they're like, what the fuck was that? I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to try.
No. I'm scared. Offense is scary. I remember when I was trying out, like in the beginning, obviously. D end is a category of linemen. Yeah. So they would put me on offense, bro, and it'd be like TO. Like I'd have to block TO. I'm like, how do you expect me to block this guy, bro? He's like double my size. I was like, damn. Shout out to the O line, bro, because y'all take it.
Scary, dude.
TO.
I think center is like more comforting because you have dudes at your side.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, you got dudes at your side, and then
But like for that, like I don't know, you still have people on your side. It's fucking scary. I guess it's more because like they weren't running the 3-man point a lot. It was mostly 4, so they kind of went to their grab.
Yeah.
You were kind of just helping push them aside or some shit. Yeah, but I remember when Blitz, dude, and then I think it was the screenplay.
Screen,
we're doing screens or some shit.
Screen is,
right?
I think, where the O-line, like, doesn't block. They go block the linebackers or something.
Yeah, we block the linebackers because they need to get rid of the ball quick in the back. So they pass it to the quarterback, and the quarterback needs to toss it, like, right away. So we ignore the fucking, the defensive line or whatever. And we need to go for the lineman. But when we were doing that, dude, one of the D tackles, they just fucking like scissored me, or they just dropped to the floor. Oh. And I was like so fucking scared, dude. I was like, no, my knee. Yeah. I just like kind of jumped. I just fell on him basically. I was like, fuck that. I'm not gonna try to get through this guy. I'm just gonna fall. Fuck this.
That wasn't me, but it might have been me because I remember my dad. My dad would tell me to do that.
You would always do that, bitch. I remember.
Yeah, bro. My dad played. He was like varsity, like captain.
He's like just dropped to the floor.
Yeah, and like obviously like I'm not as big as him. He's like 300 pounds. I'm like in high school like 150, like 5'6". So he was just like, just chop at their knees, bro. He's like, if you chop at their knees, they're gonna fall on top of you. He's like, and the linebackers got you covered. I'm like, can you break their knees though? He's like, you don't care about that.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Like, your dad is a pretty big dude.
Yeah, he is.
He's pretty scary. Like I remember when you were, because I didn't join football right away. It was just you, Jeebus, and your group that was in there. And I don't want to do it because I'm scared to break bones and shit. I don't like seeing videos of like broken bones and stuff. Yeah. But I remember you're like, yeah, dude, like do it, and you're like, oh, my dad will help pay for your shit if you need to. Yeah. And you're like, he's gonna sponsor you. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. You're being recruited, Louis. Being recruited.
I forgot, like, cause I was like, what the fuck? I was like, how does he know about me?
Oh yeah.
He just like saw me, right?
Yeah. He's like, well, my dad would drop me off. Obviously, I live like by Roscoe Elementary, so it's like 5 miles from school.
I'll just give your exact address so that.
yeah, right. But when we'd be like going to Bird or like I think Bird or Polly, like we'd stop at the gas station right there where Perry's used to be, and then obviously he used to live right there. Oh yeah. So he'd be crossing the street, so he'd always see you. He'd be like, "Damn, that fool's big." he's like, "Does that fool play football?" I'm like, "Oh no, that's Louis. He doesn't play football." Like, oh, he should play football. He's like, "That'd be sick." He's like perfect size. He's like, "Tell me if he plays football." My dad works for UPS, so I don't know. Like I guess they make good money. Like, he always has money to the side. He's like, I'll sponsor him. Like, I'll buy him pads. Like, I'm like, I don't know. He doesn't really want to play. I'm like, and he needs cleats. He's like, yeah, I'll buy him all of that. He's like, just tell him, like, if he joins the team, I got him. Like, whatever he needs, I got him covered. I was like, sick.
What the fuck were my pads and cleats at? Because I remember when I joined, I think I went, like, the whole first season, I think, without pads.
Oh, yeah?
I think so, because it was all full.
Yeah.
And... yeah, dude, I don't know. I'm surprised I stuck around, because, like, I was basically just working out with you guys.
Yeah.
And I was in the sidelines the whole time. But that shit was cool. I remember when you told me that, I was like, fuck, like, that's dope. That's kind of cool.
You're being recognized.
Yeah. Like, I could just imagine, my fat ass just walking down the street out of breath already. He's like, hey, he's pretty good. I was like, yeah, man, just put me in, coach.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I had some good times in the football team. Like, I don't know if you remember when I got locked in the bathroom. That was really funny to me, dude.
You got locked in the bath? Oh, wait.
Yeah,
it was like locker room, right?
No, in the bathroom. The bathroom up by the field.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
you got locked in there?
You didn't know that?
Nah.
Oh, yeah, dude. I fucking got locked up there. It was Coach Kyle.
Oh, my God.
He locked the door, and he said he like talked to see if anyone was there. But he didn't. I was in there. I was just taking a shit, dude. I was just sitting there. And I just hear the door close. I was like, what the fuck? And I go out, and the door's locked, and I'm knocking and knocking. Nothing happens. Luckily, varsity stayed longer than we did that day, which didn't happen a lot.
Yeah.
And so I heard them, like, in the bleachers, right in front of the bathroom.
Yeah.
And so, like, I heard them laughing, and I was like, hey! And they're like, wait. because they're all laughing, fucking around and shit, being loud. And I was like, hey, I screamed like 5 times. And on the 5th one, they're like, oh, shit. Like, quiet down. And they're like, what the fuck? And I'm like, I'm like, hey, can you guys open the bathroom? And they're like,
you know what? I think I remember that. The varsity guys clowning on you.
Yeah, everyone was clowning on me. And then I was like, of course. They're like, oh, shit. They're like, okay, Kyle. And, you're just laughing. They're like, bro, you're in the bathroom? I'm like, yes, bitch. I'm in the bathroom. Like, you're just fucking laughing. I remember they opened the door. Like, the varsity team was just in there looking at me. So they're like, just fucking laughing the whole time.
That sucks.
That shit was funny, dude. I remember they're like, dude, what you doing? What were you doing? Because I was in there for like 20 minutes.
Damn.
Like, I finished my business and then 20 minutes more happened. So they're like, what the fuck were you doing? And I was like, oh, like, I was taking a shit. And then they started laughing, like, well, after that, like, well, you were waiting. I was like, oh, I was just practicing my stance. And I was just in there, dude. Like, legit, I was just in the back. I wasn't touching the floor because that shit's gross as fuck. But I was just like, practicing my shit.
Gotta get some practice.
Gotta get some practice. I don't know. I thought I was like, oh, might as well. I got my cleats on, whatever.
Damn, bro, that's scary.
It was scary, dude. Like I was like, I'm not gonna spend the night here, am I? And I was like, I'm too big to fit in that window up there. I can't even get up there in the first place.
Yeah, bro. I would have thought I'm spending the night.
Yeah, dude. I was like, oh fuck. But like, I heard them. Like I still heard them like calling the hacks and shit. So I just waited for them. And I was like, yeah, I'm in the bathroom. And, the whole fucking team just started laughing and shit. And the next, hey, did you hear got locked in the bathroom? I was like, fuck off.
Oh my god.
You act like it was my fault. I was just taking a shit.
I don't know.
But fucking Kyle, dude, he was an asshole. He was legit like, oh, like I caught if anyone was. No, you didn't, bitch. No, you didn't.
Freaking Kyle.
It was cool though. I don't know.
Yeah, football was fun. I liked practice. I don't know, the games were alright, but practice was where it was. Like that's where it was fun. Like it was all of us just like just sometimes being dumb and we get in trouble, but it was worth it.
I remember like the big drama where like someone talked bad about like the coach's daughter or some shit that was like in the cheerleader team.
Yeah, I think I remember Peralta. Yeah. Yeah, bro, I hated bear crawls. Dude, I would get out of conditioning, like, I'm not even I wasn't even that huge, but I don't know, I just hate, like, conditioning, like, I hate being out of breath.
Yeah, how do you think I felt? And then it was worse, too, because, like, everyone, like, the coach was, we're not going to do anything until he finishes. And then so you guys would all come up and support. I'm like, I'm too tired.
Oh, yeah, I remember that, yeah. Dude. But, yeah,
I couldn't, like, I was at my limit. Like, that's all I could do.
Yeah, I feel that, bro.
Fuck.
We appreciate you for that, though.
It was like, dude, it was... And then there was days when they wouldn't let us drink water until after.
Yeah, bro, that's inhumane,
what
right?
What the fuck was that?
What the hell is that, bro?
I got sick because of that one time.
That's a human need.
I know, water, dude. Yes, dude. So, like, legit, like, school ends, like, at what, 3:15 or some shit?
Yeah, something like that.
And so, like, we were up in the field, like, ready, like, at 3:30. And, that's if you were drinking water just to drink water beforehand. And we didn't finish practice that specific day until 7.
Damn.
So we went 4 hours, just fucking working out, conditioning, running, just doing a bunch of shit with no water. And I remember, dude, I got sick because after that I just drank so much fucking water. I finished my gallon. It was fairly new because I didn't like drinking water throughout the school day.
Yeah. So
I finished my gallon, and then I spent like 7 or 5 minutes in the water fountain just drinking water.
Rehydrating.
Yeah, dude. And then so I started walking down to the locker rooms, and like I was feeling like bloated. I started feeling like shit at that point. So I was like, oh fuck. And I was like, hey, dude, something ain't right. And I forgot who told me. They're like, oh, just drink one of those Powerades. If they were selling the vending machine. I was like, that'll do it. That'll definitely help. And I drank it, dude, and I like immediately, like right when I drank it, like that shit just came out.
Oh shit!
Like, it was,
that's
but it was just water, dude.
Oh man!
Like just nonstop water, and I remember I was like at the end, dude, I was so relieved. I was like, oh fuck. Yeah. Like I could feel I could breathe. My stomach was empty. I was like, fuck. Like I felt good. It was gross, but I felt good. I was like, I'm gonna drink water.
Yeah, dude.
I'm still drinking more water.
Yeah. I never threw up, thank God, because I hate throwing up.
I would throw up a lot from the workouts.
I remember once we were like putting stuff away, and like we're walking with Kevin Castro. And we're like casually like just talking, putting the stuff away from the field. And he's like, hold on. And he just throws up, and we're like, what the hell?
Yeah, dude, it's cause like it's crazy. Like it's cause At first, you know, they were like, "Oh, eat a shit ton of spaghetti." You know, like before every game day, yeah, they're like, eat your noodles, eat your spaghetti.
Yeah, heavy meals.
Get ready for your game and everything. I was like, ah, fuck. So they like they were. I forgot what it was, but I ate like a shit ton because I was nervous.
Yeah.
And so I did not know. Like, I was like. Feeling like shit the whole fucking practice, dude. I felt it like, you know, just lumped on my stomach. I was like, oh. I honestly, like, I just went to the bathroom to make myself throw up so I could like feel
really?
better. Yeah, because like I do that. A lot of people don't like to, and yeah, it is gross, but I kind of like to do that just to feel better because I don't like feeling like bad on my stomach or some shit. It's just really uncomfortable for me.
Yeah.
So, like, I just went to the bathroom, did my business. Like, all right, let's go. Now I know not to eat before practice. Because there was a time when I would eat a lot and, you know, feel like shit. And there was times where I was like, oh, I think I want to lose weight today. So I wouldn't eat. And then man. Practice. And I felt like even worse.
All unbalanced.
Yeah, dude. I was all over the place. But it's surprising. I didn't lose that much weight, dude.
With football?
Yeah. But and I think it was because of... Because, you know, we were working out and it was like muscle shit.
Yeah, it is muscle.
So I think I was stronger, but I didn't lose that much weight.
Well, you probably didn't see it, but your body itself probably got more toned, you know? Like
I remember when I put the pads on for the first time when you gave me the infamous Lou Bear nickname. You're like, oh fuck, you look buff as shit. I was like, right? Look at this shit. And then they're like, get in the stands.
Monster.
Yeah, you and Mike are like, get in the stands. I got down and you're like, Lou Bear. I was like, yes sir.
The birth of Lou Bear.
I forgot what was happening. We were like going like heads up too with Michael, right? we were like so pumped that I finally got my pads. We're like, oh, let's go heads up, let's go.
Yeah.
And we did the thing, and we were going heads up, and I was trying to pick up his foot because he was so low compared to me.
Yeah.
You know, because he was shorter than me at the time, and the fucker would always go like basically for my knees.
Yeah.
So I remember I tried to like just pick him up one time and like my hand went up his leg and like I like felt his balls and he was like he like started laughing, I think, because it tickled him. Some shit. Like, he was like, no, he's not. I was like, fuck, I don't remember. I kind of forgot about that honestly until now. So I started thinking about like when I got my pads and shit.
Yeah, bro. When we got our pads, that was like a pretty big deal. But yeah, you look pretty huge, bro. You're a bear.
It was dope as fuck. I remember this other guy. I don't know if you remember him. He was like tall. He was pretty big dude. He was tall and big. And like they ended up giving him pads before me because he was big.
What the hell?
Yeah, they got I think someone quit, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna get mine. I think people were like, oh, like this person quit, you might get your pads. I was like, fuck yeah. And to him, even though he joined after me. Fuck. And I remember he's like, oh, let me borrow $10 so I could buy a visor.
Nah.
I don't know why he gave it to him. I gave him $10 so he could buy a visor. I think he got expelled like the next week or some shit because I never saw him. But I was like, fuck. Damn. You know who else owes me money? Barbie for
fucking, oh my god, freaking
dude.
Barbie, bro.
I was like, because you know, like in high school, like I had like almost all my honor classes. I think they were all honor classes except for one, and it was with Miss Madrigal. Yeah, so I had him in that class. And I think it was like a week before the last day of school. He's like, oh, he was always asking for money and shit, like $2 or some shit. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. And he always gave it to me the next day. And like one day he asked for like $5, and I gave it to him. And it was near the end of the school year, and he didn't come. He didn't come. Like, fuck, Bobby, you owe me $5. And I had him on Snap, and I was like, Bobby, where's my $5?
Hey, bro.
And then I think he like blocked me or some shit. And I was like, man, you're always fucking boasting all this money, bro, in your truck. And you can't
I know,
give me my
right?
$5 back.
Yeah, Barbie was funny, man. I remember I had him for I had him for history, and I think it was honors or regular. I don't know, but it was 10th grade, and like I would help him out so much. And you know, we had to make grades to play football.
Yeah.
So he sat right behind me, and dude, this guy wouldn't listen to anything. Like he'd be like, "Oh, what did he say?" So I'd constantly be turning around, like giving him notes, like helping him. So because of that, I'd lose out like on class. Yeah, so I ended up getting a C in that class, and I remember Mr. Lee, like,
what happened, Kevin?
Yeah, he was like, what happened? He's like, I thought you were like a good student. He's like, you've been getting C's in my class. And they came into our class, like the counselors, like, oh, start planning for 11th grade, like AP US history. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take AP US history. And Mr. Lee straight up came up to me. He's like, I don't think you should do that. Like, he's like, you have a C in my class. He's like, I don't think you should sign up for that.
God damn.
And I was like, you know what, Mr. Lee? I'm like, bet I'm gonna come back in a year and I'm gonna show you the A that I have in AP US history, bro.
Did you?
And I took AP history with Miss Brooks, the GOAT, and bro, she DM'd me through Twitter. It's so funny. Like during the summer, she's like, you got the highest score from Poly on the AP exam. It was only a 4, but yeah, like I was like, damn. She's like, nobody else got a 4 but you. I'm like, damn, I'm a beast. I'm like, look at this, Mr. Lee, look at it.
Get fucked, kid.
Yeah, I showed him. I'm like, bro, remember you thought I was gonna fail?
He was the young teacher, right? Like
Mr. Lee? He was like short.
Was it the one that asked out Miss Truex?
Mr. Lee?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or was it someone else?
He was a short Asian guy. Yeah, he was 10th grade center.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. Barbie, I remember with Barbie, dude, we were like in class, and because we sat next to each other, so he was always like just like talking to people. Like I remember he's like, we're like, I'm telling him something, and he's like, yo, yeah, and someone calls me, like, and you know, he does it, and he comes back, he's like, yeah. And so like I was like, oh, whatever, fuck it. So I just like kept helping him out and shit. And I remember one day he just turns like around, like behind him, and he starts making out with the girl.
No way.
Like legit just making out, like kissing. You know, I was like, what the fuck? And he turns back, and I was like, is that your girlfriend? He's like, nope. I was like, what the fuck, Barbie? I was like, that was like straight up from like one of those, you know, like jock Disney movies where they're like, oh, this is the jock, so he makes out with people. I was like, what the fuck? I was so confused, dude, because you know he just kisses her, and then I was like, oh, I didn't know they were dating.
Pretty cool, dude.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know they were dating, and I was like, oh, when did you guys start dating? He's like, we're not. What the fuck, Barbie? I guess I don't know that.
Some people just had it like that, man.
I don't fucking know, dude. It was just,
I don't know.
It was just so out of place. It was so random. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
So random, bro.
It really is, dude. I think that's what I miss about high school, you know, just having like your certain, knowing who's who, you know, just fucking around with that shit.
I like Poly a lot, dude. Like I meet other people, like my coworkers, my cousins. These people went to North Hollywood, like all these different schools around the valley, like Grant, and they even tell me, they're like, I feel like they say that their high school experience was toxic, basically. Like there was a lot of fights, like there was like race wars, like Armenians and like like the Latinos, but I feel like for us,
Latinx.
No, but I feel like for Poly, like they tell me like we're like all a community. Like I feel like there wasn't that many fights. Like we all knew each other. Like no one really had beef with anybody.
I don't know what it was about it, dude. Like honestly, like a lot of people like are saying there was a principal, because you know before like it was kind of a chafa school.
Yeah,
it was cholitos and shit.
Yeah, I like right before we got there, like in the early 2010s, everybody was shit on Poly.
Yeah, so like
I don't know.
they turned it around, dude, because legit, like honestly, well, you know, the whole toxic thing, you know, it just might be the people you're hanging out with and shit.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, Poly was good to me, dude. Like I really liked Poly. I liked my high school time. You know?
Me too. Like I have nothing to complain about. It was sick. It was a good time.
Like it was crazy how it just happened so fast, dude. Like I remember like thinking like high school, you know, fuck Poly. Like the same thing I did in Bird. Like I think when I moved to Bird, I was like, oh fuck Penguins, go Mustangs, or some shit like that. But like when I was going to high school, I was like you know, like I'm gonna have to do this shit all over again.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess it was, you know, the friends, the boys, you know, just football. Yeah. It was a pretty good time. Like I really enjoyed my time in high school. Like, you know, all the problems, you know, that I had, you know, that would like fucking get me all depressed and shit. It wasn't because of school, you know. I wasn't
nice
getting bullied too much or anything. It was just, you know, it was always a good time at school. I really liked going to school.
Yeah, it was a good time. I liked it. Like, I don't know. It just like everyone was around and everybody was just having a good time. Like no one was like hostile or anything.
Like we didn't know. Like Daniel like told me like there's like some schools that are just like toxic till this day. Like they're still trying to get at fucking people from high school. Yeah. Even though it was 3 years away already.
Yeah, bro.
That shit's crazy. I don't know. I just like how everyone's like doing themselves. You know.
Yeah, fastest 4 years of my life for sure.
It really is, dude. Well, shit, that's dope as fuck though. I didn't know you were still there. I think like, you know, I like how we're all doing us, you know, like we're because I think the one big thing like when we graduated from high school, we're like we have to hang out, we have to keep it alive or whatever, you know. But like, you know, once you grow up, you're like shit, like we're not always gonna like hang out, you know. It's definitely not gonna be how it was before, but you know, we had those moments, you know.
It's sad we had those moments, but it is what it is.
Yeah, there's gonna be more to come, more possibilities. So
yeah, I mean, we all work, we all have school,
but we have girlfriends now. So you stole me $10, bitch. But I think we're gonna have to end it here so that I don't have to cut out too much, since I usually have to cut out more than half.
Say less.
And we might not have video for this one either, baby. We'll see how it goes. We'll see what we do. So this has been episode 11 with the very beautiful Kevin Morales.
Mr. Kevin Morales here, checking out. Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.
See y'all next episode.